Welcome back. So HBO's Harry Potter reboot is already making one thing very clear. Petunia Dursley is not getting a soft redemption this time. The first full trailer gives us a much harsher version of Harry's early life, especially inside the Dursley household. One standout moment shows Petunia aggressively cutting Harry's hair straight out of the books. But unlike the movies, this scene isn't played lightly. It's intense, uncomfortable, and clearly meant to show just how cruel she really is. In the original films, Petunia's behavior leaned more towards cold neglect. She ignored Harry, treated him unfairly, and favored Dudley. But Vernon was the one who came across as openly abusive. That dynamic made it easier for audience to feel a bit of sympathy for Petunia later on, especially when hints of her past with Lily were revealed. This new version changes that balance completely. Here, Petunia is far more active and aggressive. Her words are sharper, her actions more hostile, and the emotional damage to Harry is much more visible. The haircutting scene alone paints her as someone who isn't just resentful but openly cruel. It's the kind of portrayal that makes it much harder to later soften her character or ask the audience to empathize with her. And that's likely intentional. Rather than building towards a redemption arc, the show seems focused on fully exploring who Petunia is at her core. The series format gives HBO more time to dig into her psychology, her jealousy of Lily, her resentment of the magical world, and her inability to process grief in a healthy way. In the books, Petunia isn't meant to be redeemed. She is meant to be understood. She loved her sister, but she also was deeply envious of her. That mix of love, insecurity, and bitterness turned into something toxic, especially after Lily's death. Instead of dealing with those emotions, Petunia suppressed them and they came out as anger directed at Harry. The key difference is that understanding her motives doesn't excuse her actions, and that is the direction HBO seems to be taking. By making her more openly harsh from the start, the show removes any illusion that she might be secretly kind or redeemable. Instead, it leans into the idea that some characters can have complex emotions and still make consistently harmful choices. In a way, this approach is more faithful to the themes of the book. Harry Potter has always explored moral complexity, how people aren't purely good or evil, but it also makes it clear that not everyone gets redemption. Characters like Snape and Petunia both carry emotional depth tied to Lily, but only one of them takes action that shift how they are remembered. With Petunia, HBO seems ready to tell the full story without trying to make her likable. That's it. Thank you for watching.